Hello, Crafty Friends. Sparkle here. Hey, today we are featuring some freebies from Rach and Bella Crafts. These were over on her Kofi page, and they're one of my favorite things to create with is mason jars. So I printed some tiny ones on just some vellum. I was going to make some clusters, but in the meantime, I'm going to make something else. Then there were this style, and there was 4 to a page, and they had flowers in them. So I printed a page of them. And then there was 4 to a page of blank ones, which I'm not sure where they are. They look like, oh, here they are. I'm sorry. There was these 4, and then there was 4 blank ones. So what I did was I cut one of each of these sizes. Sorry. Took a piece of book page, because who doesn't want to work with book pages? And I made a little pocket out of the book page. And if you just want the pocket, that's fine. But I mason jarred it up. So I used some of the trim in the background, and I made a frame. And then I made a little flip here, and there's 2 journal spots. And that can go in this size envelope. And here's another one. This is my prototype. In this, I just used some flowers. Now you could reverse it and put this one on the bottom, and then cut this one out for the top, and it has its own flowers. So you can do it that way. Maybe we'll do one like that. Okay, but it's a surprise because you don't know when you open what's going to be in here. So that's why I did it that way. Okay, so that's probably what I'll stick with. And then these can be pockets for anything, but these are the right height for something like this to go in your journal. This one I sewed around. This one I sewed around, but you can't see it because it's the same color as my frame. So you can just glue it if you're not into stitching. Okay. So first we'll make our pouch pocket. And these papers measure, just for reference, well, come on, Sparkle. These are 9 by 5.5, give or take. And I just folded them up a 1/2 inch on each side. I'm just using my marks on my mat here. Took off a 1/2 inch. So that looks a little bit more than a 1/2 inch, Sparkle. Because you want to make sure when it's folded that, and I just went up about 4 inches. This was a little higher. Okay, and then you just want to make sure when it's folded and your sides are there that your element will be able to fit in there. So if you do sew, you have some wiggle room. Okay, so that's all I did with this. And then I cut the middle at an angle. And I cut this off, and I forgot to turn this down. cut this off. And we'll cut this off. Just a standard, everyday paper envelope. Most of you probably know how to do these. This one is not straight. Maybe this one will just glue down. I see my bobbin is running low and I'm going to have to make some bobbins. So there's your basic structure, and your little journal spots will fit right in there. Okay, and then we would just sew around here, or glue. So let's glue that, and then we'll do some, let's just put our glue on this flap. And we could ink this up because, well, we can put our background on first. So what I did was, I took some of this background here. Where's my other piece? Oh, I have this one. I'm missing some pieces. I don't know. Got too much stuff on my desk again. Okay, let's move this. Okay, what I did was that's not even it. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I need a minute. Okay, we'll just take this. I took these parts here. Okay, this is the bottom. So I want to save that. Now this one has a handle. The other ones did not. So I'm just cutting out the base. I'm sorry. Every now and then my mind just fades in and out, and we're keeping an eye on that to make sure I don't have hepatic encephalitis. So just bring me back to task if I go out there someplace. Okay, so yeah, I guess we're going to do it this way, and then we'll slide them that way. So I took this frame and I basically did this. And I framed this piece here. With, by cutting and pasting it. I know, looks a little wonky, but it's cute when it's done. So let's put this piece on. And I start with the corner. And we'll get this corner up here. And then we could fill in these spots. This was an afterthought on the second one that I did, and I liked it that way. So we're using up all the pieces. We're just mixing them up a little bit, which is fine. You could wrap this behind here for some color. We just might do that. And then let's see if this piece will fit in here. Well, it won't totally fit. So I think we need these pieces here. So let's take these, because this will fit up here. And we're going to put this here. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Now I realize I didn't line this up perfectly, but it'll be okay. And each one will look a little different. Let's trim this here. Yes, part of the cirrhosis process is my mind will go in and out now and again. So we just keep an eye on it. That there. I still don't like that up there. But I think I'm going to be able to live with it. All right, let's do that. Okay. So then we have a little center, and we can put, see if I have a little envelope or something in my stash. Even one of these. These, I think, are journal spots. Let's see. Yeah. So we'll just glue this piece down. Just go on the outside. Okay. And I guess this is just going to have to flip. Unless I put something down here to wrap it. So we'll just leave it like that for now. Okay. And we can put some paper up here if we'd like. Some some contrast. Let's leave a little border. And we could round these corners off if a punch will work. Put some paper behind it. Let's just see if we can clean them up a little bit. They're a little ragged, aren't they? Okay, so we have our little pouch. And I needed to, I should have put this behind here, so hold on. Let's use some of my undo and see if we can remove the envelope. I think then I could fix it. I'm probably not supposed to be using that because it's a chemical. So many things they're telling me I can't do anymore. Well, never should have done them in the first place, but you know what I'm saying. So let's carefully just lift this end. Because I think if I wrap this here gently, I'll still be able to do that. Okay, when this dries, I'll just glue that piece down on the side, because then you could still use this, okay? So yeah, we were able to salvage it. So we have this, and now we're going to finish making our little tab. So I'm going to cut this. I don't like the handle on this, so I'm going to try to take it off. Sorry, Rachel. I like the handle, but not for what I'm doing here. All right. Yeah, I think we can keep the handle on this one. So let's now this one is got to be cut out on the outline. We've got to finish cutting it, but yeah, then this will just slide over this way. That's fine. Yeah, see, these didn't have handles on them, the mason jars. And this one, so just got to figure out what you want to do with them. But I just thought they would be great little journal spots in a journal. And then you'd have a pocket and you could add more items to it if you wanted to. Now I'm going to have to see if I want to cut the handle on the inside. So now I think I'm just going to leave it so you see the shadow here. So we're just going to put a little thread. Let's see, do we have a yellow? We're not going to see it because I've been covering it. Or maybe I'll use a green. I've been taking a bow, and if we only have a white one, we can color it. So let me get a pen. Excuse my reach. That was very bad. I'm sorry. That was very bad. I apologize. So I'm just have a Copic marker here, and I'm just going to add some green ink to this bow. Yeah. And glue this. Let's go back here and make sure that this side here is fastened down again. Okay. So we have our little brad, or not brad. What do you call this? Yeah, brad. And we're just going to pop it in the top here. And leave it loose enough so that it twirls. And then I was just putting a bow up here up to the side to sort of cover the eyelet. Or brad, I'm sorry. There you go. I'm going to sew over this after all because I think it'll be a tighter fit. And let's put a tag or something on here. Goodness gracious, I have tags galore. Let's use them. Now normally I would sew before I decorate, of course, but I think we'll be fine. And we could have a word. Adventure. Sparkle's Crazy Adventures. And let's carry out the green theme. And we'll put that up here. To disguise that thing that I didn't like. So there you have it. And let's put one of the see-through ones on the back here, just because they're cute. And I will go stitch around, and I will be right back, my friends. Let's just, I see some little things I want to cut off. And if you want, you could put a little sticker flower back here. Just because you can. And then we'll go see if our machine has enough thread in the bobbin. But yeah, if I was sewing, you don't have to glue it at all. I just want this like off to the side. Okay. Let me go sew, and I will be right back. So yes, let's get rid of that. I like it much better that I sewed. Okay, so that's just my preference. Let's just give it a little bit of ink. And I thank you, Rachel, for this freebie. It's delightful. I'm probably going to make some clusters yet on at a different time. But we have our little journal spot, and it can go in here. And because I stitched it, it sits up a little bit more. Okay, so that's another reason why I want to stitch it. So we have this one. We have this one with a higher placement. And we have our original with a higher placement. So they're all cute in their own way. They're unique and they're fun. And I think you should go try them. And again, thank you, Rachel, for gifting those to us. And now I'm going to show you something else I'm working on. But I have to get a magazine, so I'm not really ready to show it, to do a video. But you've all seen this. This is a glue book made out of a Woman's Day magazine. It needs to be collaged. You can take your pages and you could cut some of them and make pockets and things. You could glue a couple together to make them stronger. I didn't glue anything. They're just in here. It's just fun. It's a magazine folded and then you cut it in half. And I just used my little paper cutter. But yeah, and I mean you'll be able to go through here and make little tuck spots, pockets, flips. So yeah, I have to find a magazine that'll work. I don't want a real big magazine. If it's too thick, when it's done, you could take some pages out. I would just find the center and take your pages out, because it is going to bloom when you start putting things in it. But anyway, that's a little glue book, and yeah, so you got paper to do other things with. So my friends, I'm sorry, I just had an episode. I'm going to go lay down for a little while. I apologize if I was in and out a little bit here, but I did want to spend some time with you. I do like the idea of the pocket and then the little mason jar journal spots to go in there. So I hope you all are encouraged to try your hand and make something simple yet beautiful. This one is not a tuck spot, it's just an envelope. But yeah, just remember when you're gluing it on to leave your string free. Okay? So I hope you enjoy the process. I'll see you again soon. Bye now.